Good evening. The Mayor of the City of San Fernando, Alderman Kasim Hussein, representative of the Festival Development Team of the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, Mr. Keon Francis, Curriculum Officer for the Visual and Performing Arts, Mrs. Izora Edwards, past presidents of the Secondary Schools Drama Association, Mr. James Lewa and Mr. Victor Edwards, our adjudicators, Mr. Harlan Penn, Ms. Kentilia Louis, and Dr. Danny Lindsay, cultural practitioner and former director of culture, Mr. Norman Fullerton, all specially invited guests, our CARICOM brothers and sisters, members of the media, good evening. The pleasure is indeed mine to take us through this very short, but we hope very fulfilling awards and closing ceremony. Without further ado, because we know time is of the essence, I wish to invite the president of the Secondary Schools Drama Association, to bring us a few closing remarks. Please welcome Mr. Anderson Labari.
A pleasant good evening to everyone. Good evening, everyone. What a week. What a week. A week. Yes, come, let's hear it, let's hear it. What a week. What a week in Trinidad. What a week in Tobago. From this is who I am to the forgotten. We have come near to the end of a wonderful week of festivities. And despite our challenges, I'm really, really happy to know that we are having a great time and we're having a wonderful time here in Trinidad and Tobago. I know, apart from the experiences and the productions that you've seen over the last few days, I know for sure our brothers and sisters in the secondary schools across the Caribbean are going to take with them memories, new friends, new experiences that we have here. It really, really warms my heart to be the festival director of this wonderful 9th festival here in Trinidad and Tobago. I know I was instructed not to be long, but I really want to say thank you to each and everyone who supported. Those at the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, those individuals who assisted us ever so hard in Tobago, my Tobago team, and so, unfortunately they can't be here this evening. And I mean, my heart goes out to them in terms of not being here, but I'm thankful for what they have presented in Tobago. And I also want to say thank you to all the other individuals who have been working ever so hard to make sure that this festival became a success. So as I end this evening, please, I say thank you, and let us keep the theater alive as we move forward to our next festival in 2017. Thank you. You see, I can't help it, I'm a theater man, all right? Yes, so let me change from that now to a presentation that's going to be made by the Splinters in Education and Performance. And for those who aren't aware, Splinters in Education and Performance, over the last few days, they have been doing workshops with the students in 4 secondary schools, and I am definitely sure that the students here are leaving with some wonderful memories in those schools that they visited. And just quickly, as I know I need to move on. All right. This evening, the Splinters in Education and Performance, they are presenting a piece of artwork, and I just want to quickly talk about the artwork. The art piece represents the theme of the workshop, addressing diversity through drama, with a particular focus on the cultural diversity and identity. Splinters in Education and Performance provided materials and tutorials for each participant. And as they did this happened and this progressed over the last 4 days. The SCP enlisted the expertise of the local artisan, Mr. Junior Biznat, who created the initial mold. And as they present their piece this evening, we really want this to be an event where this piece moves on. We don't want it to stay here. And those individuals who are here and who could make a significant contribution to the arts in Trinidad and Tobago, already when we present this piece, and Splinters presents this piece, let us see how we can take this piece from here and move it to another area. Of course, I'm asking humbly for some contributions as well, All right? This piece also will be in the foyer for display. And of course, those people who are interested, please feel free, don't hesitate to visit me after the end of the program. Again, thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Anderson and Splinters, for that riveting display of your auction piece. So we move right on to the presentation of awards, and I'm sure this is where we'll get the most interest and excitement among our young people, because this is what you have been waiting for. We begin our awards with the presentation of certificates of participation, as well as production awards to each delegation represented in the 9th Caribbean Secondary Schools Drama Festival. So I'm going to ask one representative from each country, as I call you, to please come and collect your certificates of participation for the entire group, as well as your production awards. So can I please invite my president to distribute these awards? Can a representative of Anguilla please come forward at this time? Antigua Barbuda. Barbados. the British Virgin Islands. Guyana. Jamaica. St. Lucia. Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you. Let's applaud the efforts of all our countries. Thank you, Mr. Labari. We move next to the Promising Acting Awards, and it is my pleasure at this point to invite the Mayor of the City of San Fernando, Alderman Qasim Hussain, to make these presentations. Alderman, thank you. Thank you for coming. And I invite from the BVI, the unveiling of Seretta, title role, Seretta, Miss Mariam Jalou. Promising acting. The play sings the character Dudu. The actress Cheyenne Francis, Trinidad and Tobago. from Antigua and Barbuda, we have Penella Williams, who played Ursula. Jamboree, Miss Nadia Scott Gizada. Letter from Leonora, presented by Barbados. We have promising acting going to Caitlin Makiva, Sheila. We have 2 promising acting awards going to students from St. Lucia. Their play Flight Through Fantasy. I call first Miss Charlotte Cadet, Freedom Fighter. And Trissa Simon, Mad One. Promising acting, Anguilla. This is who I am, Akelia Kati Obia Woman. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And the mayor is making his apologies. He has another commitment, so let's please thank him for being with us this evening as he departs. We move next to supporting acting roles, and I invite one of our cultural officers who is here with us, team leader, that the group that worked with us on this project, Mr. Keon Francis. Can you please step forward and assist us with these awards? Thank you. Thank you, Keon. We move then to supporting acting roles, and I invite Keithus Burke, Papa B, Trinidad and Tobago. Congratulations. He takes his acting very seriously. John Canoe Jamboree, supporting acting. And please forgive me if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Is it Jadon John Barton Williams? Corporal Eppers. We also have Jada Ann Walker, Madalundi. We have next Nisa Francis, the politician from St. Lucia, fly through fantasy. Onali Lares. Is it Onali? Onali Lares from Antigua and Barbuda, the forgotten, the soloist. Representing Anguilla, this is who I am, the son, Christophe Pradel. Supporting acting, Chubukabra, we have Stedman Martins, Oba. Thank you, Mr. Francis. Thank you. We move next to the most outstanding acting awards, and I invite one of our adjudicators, Miss Kentilia Louis, Kentilia, can you please assist us in distributing these awards? Thank you. Most Outstanding Acting Awards, I begin with Miss Chrissy from British Virgin Islands, the unveiling of Seretta, that's Taiwana Andrews, Outstanding Acting Award. Coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, the play sings. We have Rayan Guerra, Masuku. Flight Through Fantasy, Miss Daniela Edwin Lijamet. Antigua and Barbuda, the play The Forgotten. I invite Gianna Minot, Letty. Junkanoo Jamboree, coming from Jamaica, we have Miss Melissa Vassell Precious. Then we have Amma Jones from Barbados, Mercy. Most outstanding acting from Anguilla, we have the father, Mr. Kevin Thompson. And then we have from Chupacabra, the Lagahoo, Daquan, Liverpool. Thank you, Miss Kensilia Louie. We move next to the technical awards, and I invite Mr. Harlan Penn to assist us with these awards. Thank you. Special award for lighting goes to Guyana. Special award for costumes, Trinidad and Tobago. I must add here that the award for set design also goes to Trinidad and Tobago. So it's 2 awards for Trinidad and Tobago, costumes and set. Yes? Then we have 2 awards also in the technical area going to Jamaica, and these awards are for music and choreography. Thank you. Choreography. Thank you, Mr. Penn. Thank you. And then we have 3 very special awards. Before I go to those awards, however, I'm seeing another special award here, and I'm going to invite Anderson Labari, our president, to come and present an award to our host, if you want, where our delegates are accommodated. We have a token of appreciation for Mr. Mukesh Ram Singh. And Anderson will collect that award on behalf of Mr. Mukesh Ram Singh. Thank you. Mr. Ram Singh is the proprietor of Metro Hotel, where all our delegates and some of the executives are staying. Thank you. We move now to some special awards, and I'm going to invite the sponsor of this award. That's Mr. Pryor Joseph of Mark the Moment Limited, to present the award for stage management. So Pryor is around somewhere. Thank you. And the award for stage management goes to the British Virgin Islands. And it is with pleasure I invite our former president, Mr. Victor Edwards, to present the award for Best Directing. And the award for Best Directing goes to McKellion Taylor, Trinidad and Tobago. And I am taking this opportunity, as Victor is on stage, to have him present a few words about some books you are seeing on the table here. Because Victor has recently published a book that is focused on the secondary schools drama associations in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. He has graciously given us a copy for each head of the delegates, the delegation, this evening. I'm going to invite Victor to say a few words about this book before I invite the delegates to come and receive that token from him. Thank you. Welcome, Victor, please.
Okay, good evening. Very quickly, the book is entitled Secondary Schools Drama Associations, Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean, 1965 to 2007. And within its pages really records the history of the development of West Indian theatre, starting in the 1930s. Then it looks at the history of theatre in Trinidad and Tobago, and then goes into the history of the schools drama festival in Trinidad and Tobago, and then looks at all of the festivals, the Caribbean secondary schools drama festivals from 1994 to 2007. There's a wealth of information in the book, and I urge people, not because I wrote it, but because of the value of the information that's in there. You know, sometimes actually the society we live in is a very oral. We still tell a lot of our stories by word of mouth, and sometimes with our fading memories, the information becomes convoluted, and sometimes what we're saying doesn't always be the truth, but based on our memory, we tend to believe that what we say is the truth. And sometimes it's very important that we record our history and present it to those who are emerging as the leaders of the future. So it's with that in mind that I present copies of the book to the heads of each delegation represented here at this festival, and I do so with an open heart and hope for some feedback from some of you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Victor. So can the heads of each delegation come as I call you to receive this gift? Anguilla. You may send a representative. Yes, thank you. Antigua and Barbuda. Barbados. Chicken One, yes. The BVI. British Virgin Islands. Guyana. Jamaica. Guyana. St. Lucia. So I guess Guyana is now coming to us. St. Lucia. Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much. Thank you, Victor. And now the penultimate prize of the evening. We have, this prize is named after the founding father and the first president of the Secondary Schools Drama Association. It is the James Lewa Outstanding Production Award. This is the most outstanding production award. Please welcome our founding father, Mr. James Lewa. And the most outstanding award, the James Lewa Most Outstanding Production Award, goes to Jamaica. Thank you. One more round of applause for Jamaica. I now invite the Secretary of the Secondary Schools Drama Association to deliver the closing remarks, the vote of thanks, Mrs. Nicole Melhem.
Good night all. It's my pleasure that I raise the vote of thanks. And as the festival has its curtain call tonight, I would like to let you know it's only the theatrical aspect, the spectacle, the performers. That is complete. But I can truly say that memories were created to last a lifetime, friendships that will travel beyond water, through the air, and for my youths, Facebook. Lessons were learned, skills were taught. And it is my pleasure to say thank you to all who have made this possible. The Ministry, and I'm going quite fast, I've been told I can speak fast, the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts and their Festival Development Team, the Division of Education, Youth and Sports, Tobago, the Secretary Dears, Mr. Huey Cadet, the Ministry of Education, Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Works and Transport, National Carnival Commission, Tourism Development Company Limited, Mr. Mukesh Ramsingh and Metro Hotel Kufa, the Natural Lotteries Control Board, Namalco, Carib Brewery, SML Jaleel, Dimad Company, Tobiki Man Shop Limited, Keith Kang's Books, etc. Limited, JED and B Products Distributors, Blink B Mobile, Caribbean Print, and Media Display Solutions Display Limited, Ramsingh Sportsworld Excelsior Printing Services, Mark the Moment, the Department of Creative and Festival Arts UE, through Maria Cruikshank. We would also like to thank UTT for having our final workshop today, Dr. Joel Sinanan, and also the Red Cross team for being our medicals on standby. For those that were hosting the workshop, we would especially like to thank Splinters for Education and Performance, the host teachers of the schools and the host schools, Mr. Zeno Constance, Vice Bad Composite School, Mr. Sean Smart and Trinity College East, Mrs. Sandra Tewitt of Holy Faith Convent, Couva, Mrs. June Taylor of Point Fortin East Secondary, the participating teachers and the schools and the caterers that made it a little easier at the end of the workshop. We would also like to thank Beverly's Oasis Suites, Lowlands, and Mr. Leon Williams, Gulf City Mall, Lowlands, Tobago, Pablo Supermarket, and Stumpy's Emporium, Tobago. We must be grateful to our guests. Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, the British Virgin Islands, Guyana, Jamaica, St. Lucia, who came here, you conquered, and you celebrated with us on this one Caribbean stage, and we all celebrated as one. We thank you all.